All right, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man, hopefully the Most High in your house, y'all, is blessing all day. By His mercies, we are consumed by love and the Most High. And your house, your body, man. Kind of get into this, man, real quick, man, because it's kind of going to how with the Most High in your house, how man was built for it, man. How he was honestly like when it says in Corinthians, man, that he doesn't like, and we know. Let's just get into this real quick, man. Because we're going to talk about this soon, Lord's willing, as far as with Joseph and temptation. But we're going to look at this aspect with Yahushua, man, how he was, like, one, he was slain from the foundation of the earth, so he had to do this. But also, two, man, how, like, he was made for this, honestly. Yahushua was made, honestly, for this, man. Seriously. And he was able to bear, like, the temptation with Matthew 4, and also too, it's everything that he went through, man. Because actually, it says in Hebrews, he was tempted as he had tempted. He had flesh as we did, go through the same temptations, man. Like battle the same thing, man. But that's just is what it is. But let's grab this too. Proverbs chapter 18 verse. I'm sorry. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 13. It says, and also too how he was wounded as well. It says, "There is no temptation hath taken you, but just such as common to men. But Yahweh faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it." So exactly, man. So Yahweh Shah was able to bear it, and and we're gonna get into that later on, Lord willing. But with this scripture, how it lines up with the law in the beginning with Joseph, things and it's just kind of pretty obvious. Y'all brothers and sisters, y'all should know Genesis 39, but we kind of gonna go to that as well, probably Lord's will soon. But that's just kind of goes into how Yahushua was able to bear it, because I was reading Proverbs 18 today, because today's the 18th, and let's get Proverbs chapter 18 verse 14. It says, "The spirit of a man will sustain infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear?" And who can bear that wounded spirit, and being wounded? Yahushua. Because let's get Isaiah 40:53, because he was wounded, honestly, spiritually and physically, man. But he was able to bear it though, But and this on the natural side, this goes into how sometimes when being broken, that because a lot of people, contrary to a lot popular belief, a lot of people. Well, see, most of your brothers and sisters know this as well. You could really die from a broken heart as well, man. Because I remember what's her name from Star Wars years ago. And also too, this happens to regular everyday people 2 years ago when from Star Wars. What's her name? Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting her name. The one that played Princess Leia. Oh my gosh. Wow, how am I forgetting her name? But yeah, she passed away years ago. Then after a day afterwards, I think her mother passed away, because she was just so it was like of a broken heart, I believe. I remember at the time, because she passed away like that. I think it's Carrie Fisher, but yeah, man, yeah, I think Carrie Fisher. Yeah, and her mother the day after that, hearing that her heart was broken, she passed away, man. So that's what the scripture on the natural sense is talking about. But let's get back to the point. Proverbs 18 verse 14. "The spirit of a man will sustain infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear it?" Yahushua can. Isaiah chapter 53 verse 5. "But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed." Exactly, man. So he died, so he became poor, so we become rich in faith. Honestly, he died, so one, to fulfill the book, do the will of his Father, and fulfill the book as he was commanded to, and that's what his will was as well. He had a mission to do, and three, so we can overcome sin and death, honestly, and transgression, all that iniquity, all that type of stuff, man. So, and live forever, man. But also too, man, he was able to bear it, man. Because didn't we just read in 1 Corinthians 10 verse 13? Let's read it again. "There is no temptation but as uncommon to man." So see how I was tempted as we were tempted. But Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with temptation also make a way to escape, that you be able to bear it. So see that he's not gonna put anything more than you can bear. So Yahushua could bear that, man. So You know, that's why he says, carry your cross and follow me, honestly. Like, you know, because that's what the thing is about the rich man, even in that situation, to understand, like, when he told him Matthew 19 to leave everything, follow me, Yahushua, like, you know, he was doing it, honestly. He was a living example of, I'm doing this stuff. Half of the time, the things that the Most High Yahushua asks us to do, they do it themselves, man. That's a real leader, honestly, would do it. They wouldn't actually do nothing that they wouldn't do, honestly. But, you know, but see that, but Yahushua could bear that, man. It says the spirit of man will sustain, will sustain infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can live? I mean, who can bear it? You say Yahushua could bear that, man, because he bore spiritually and physically, man. Like, you know, but he was able to do it, man. He was built for it, honestly, man. So that's just what it is right there, man. So yeah, man, I just want to get into that, how Yahushua was able to bear that, man, that wounded spirit, man. So and being wounded physically. So yeah, man, and this is how, like, you know, like let's get this in the Good News Translation. Yep. And here's the thing too, because here's the thing too with the whole here I will go out a lot of times too. We will often go to the scripture a lot of times too during the whole pandemic, the whole COVID stuff like that. Because a lot of times too, yes, can COVID is real? Can people? Did a lot of people pass away from it? Yes, but here's the thing too with the like all that stuff like that. Sometimes your will to live, like somebody can be spiritually strong and live, man. Honestly, and fight through it, man. That's all the power through the Most High Yahushua, and also too, man, the strength that the Most High Yahushua can give a person to fight to live, man. Because I know somebody, I have an aunt personally that she technically passed away, but you know, but it was all the Most High Yahushua. He revived her and lived, but you know, that's what it is, because she I think it was a coma or something like that. It was something like that, but yeah, man. But also too, man, just like the movie, it's crazy that we mentioned is no pun intended, but Jacob's Ladder, honestly, because if y'all ever seen the movie Jacob's Ladder, honestly, great movie. We talked about it on here, man. But at the end, he was pretty much dead the whole time, but you know. But when two soldiers that are leaving in the end of the scene, they told him, oh man, he fought. He's a tough guy, man. He fought really hard, man. So and that even Jacob's Ladder, Jacob, Israel, man, Prince of Power, man, spiritually like that, like, you know, that's why it says, and that's part of having power, like, you know, with the Most High Yahushua, man, is fighting that good fight of faith, man. Honestly, too, that's another story for another day, man. But let's get this Proverbs 18:4. It says, "Your will to live can sustain you when you are sick, but if you lose it, your last hope is gone." So, yeah, man, that's just on the natural side of things, man. Certain people can, like the Most High Yahushua gives them, because it's not their own will, their own, like, it's the strength that they give them. But really, man, some people are mentally strong like that, are strong like that. They're like, you know, fight through that, man. So it is what it is, man. It's all about the mercy of Yahushua that they live, but you know, that doesn't make sense. But pretty much the point is that, you know, the spirit of a man will sustain infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear. Yahushua could bear that wounded spirit, man, because he was wounded spiritually, then he was wounded physically, man, but he was able to bear it, because, you know, he's slain from the foundation of the earth. So even before that, that's why the Most High Yahushua can say that in Jeremiah, I knew before the belly, I knew you, man, because there's you know, the father knew the son could handle it, man. So here's what it is. So us being sons and daughters of him, how much more can, like, you know, can we go through certain things, man? So yeah, man, because just like the Most High trusted Job, man, he could trust any one of us, man. Honestly, man, we just had to be faithful and trust him at all times. And just like a brother sent me now, Sirach train 2 and 10, man. Look at generations past. No, we're gonna get that and see whoever trusts. No, let's look at this real quick. Ecclesiastes also knows Sirach chapter 2 verse 10. Look at the generations old and see, did any ever trust the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear or was forsaken? Whom did he ever despise who called upon him? Exactly. That is what it is right there, man. So yeah, man. So hopefully it's edifying. So yeah, peace.